Welcome to LSBTV. We're here on site for the VanIsle GotGame Trials at the University of Victoria. It's day one and things are looking great. We've got a lot of interesting players out there and everybody seems to be having a good time. Except of course the guys who are injured. We won't talk about them. Here talking to Canadian national team legend Alex Bunbury. How exciting is this? Alex, thanks for talking to Lakeside Boys Television.
Oh man, it's my pleasure.
Very pleasure. We are so looking forward to beating your ass in the league, but it's such a nice pleasure to see you. So, and that brings us to the whole cooperation. How has it been working with these other coaches?
It's been fantastic. It's been an honor and a pleasure to work with coaches that are very professional, very much in tune with what is needed in Canada, and on the same wavelength as everyone, and it's been a joy to work with them. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better group of players to be associated, coaches and players to be associated with.
Well, speaking of players, how has the standard been? I mean, I know we're seeing a lot of international people, and people are excited about that, but we really want to know how the local talent, how Canadian talent's looking.
Well, we know that this is a Canadian league by Canadians, right? And for us, we are trying to unearth these talented Canadian players from coast to coast, and I've been pleasantly surprised with the talent pool that we've seen from Halifax all the way here to Victoria. It's been very, very uplifting to see that Canada has the talent. We know that they have the talent, we just needed the league, and now that we're having this league and we're unearthing these talented young players, it's an exciting moment in time for Canadians.
So how many kids do you think are going to make it out of these trials onto team rosters next year?
I think as many as that we think are quality players, and once again we're starting a new league, so we're going after players that are ready. All right, and then we're looking at young players that we call futures, that we are looking at them to develop them. So from a pool of Canadian players that we think are ready, I think you're going to find quite a few players that are going to be called up into the camp, and then we'll have some players signing contracts with these clubs.
And so you see a lot of, or slightly some of these players who've maybe come to these trials, maybe not next year, but maybe a couple of years down the road, and you'll keep an eye on them and work with them?
Definitely. Now that we have a pool of players, 1,400. That's a lot.
It does.
I mean, that just tells us where we're at. I mean, I'm a proud Canadian, and this is a special moment. And timing is everything, as they say. You know, the World Cup was fantastic. We've got a wave of enthusiasm for the sport, and I think we're feeling that right now. And then we're going to be hosting the World Cup in 2026. So we have the momentum going in our direction, and we know that Canadians want this. Listen, we have 3 Canadian teams in the MLS. God bless the MLS for doing that and what they've done for soccer in North America. But Canada needs their own league to develop their own players, because we only have a minute amount of players that are playing in the MLS that are Canadians. And
I think it sounds like you would agree with me that the sheer numbers that have come out to these trials, the sheer volume of players, will put lie to the criticisms that the league has had so far from some people, some quarters, that said we don't have enough players to do a league in Canada.
Well, and they've proven it wrong, right? They've proven them wrong. And I can tell you, we have enough players, and with the coaches that we just mentioned, with their attitude, with the setup that they have, the professionalism that they have, they're going to pick quality players. And when they bring in foreign players, they're going to be quality players that are going to help to uplift the league. So I think we've got a great package here, and I'm excited for this league.
Now, out there, are you seeing anything unexpected? Are you seeing anything that you weren't really expecting to see, quality-wise or experience-wise?
I'm really happy with the way that people are going about it. They're putting the heart into it, and they're giving it the best. And most surprisingly is people flying in from all over. People from Zimbabwe, there are people from Japan here. That's from all over the place, so it's good to see. It's
quite the international turnout, although there's lots of good young local guys as well.
There sure are. There's a lot of good Canadians, and we're just in the process of cutting that list down, and we're excited.
I mean, we've got today 6 or 7 guys from Japan. We got guys from across Europe, United States, Mexico, as you already said, South America, Africa, and then all across Canada. So we're really, I mean, this is sort of representative of the entire world. right here today at UVic, so it's pretty exciting. Of course, the focus for us is development of Canadian players and Canadian soccer. But it's a professional league. We'll be putting the best possible product on the field.
And that's great. And one of the things I wanted to talk about, development too, we have, I think, a pretty wide range of ages on this field. I mean, I see kids, to me, look 14 years old, up to fairly, shall we say, more mature players. So how do you feel about the age difference?
So to sign up, you got to be 16. I think we're starting out 16. I'd say average is 18 to 24 out there today. I think the oldest player is 38. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big range. But I mean, the interesting thing was for the open trials is that we've got, I mean, anybody could sign up. You know, you sign up and we'll take an honest look at you.
I know that a lot of these players have come from a long way.
Yeah.
But you have always been about the local development.
Yes.
So how many are there here on campus today?
From
the island? Yeah.
I don't know exact numbers. There is a lot of familiar faces for sure. Some guys that I haven't seen in quite a long time. Some guys that had a good career at UVic, and some younger players as well. It's actually been a good turnout from some of the younger players.
Okay. Yeah. No, I saw Simon Norgrove's here. He's playing.
Stacey as well.
Stacey. Okay.
Yeah. Sam Pratt.
Yeah.
And then there's been some younger players as well. So. A pretty good turnout, I think.
And how are they doing compared to some of these guys that have traveled from Japan, we've heard, Iran, we've got some Africans here?
Yeah, from all over the place.
This is
it's
great.
Amazing, yeah. I think one from New Zealand as well.
Okay.
They've shown well.
Good.
They've shown well. It's been good to also have a bunch of local coaches out. A lot of guys have volunteered their time from the community, which has been nice to have extra eyes on the players, but also I think for us just to connect and communicate and talk about what we're doing. So it's been a good day so far.
It's pretty special to see over 200 kids show up for this.
Yep.
And to show up for the island, and they all are eager to play for Pacific. So it's very competitive. It's hard to say how many players we'd actually select of them, but a lot of good talent out there, so it's exciting to see.
Now, was it just the coaches made the cuts for day one, or did you get yourself in the mix there?
I tried to stay out of it. I try to leave it up to the technical team. They've got their process. They've been doing it, coast to coast right now, and this is the last trial, so they know what they're looking for. They've seen it. So I'm staying out of it, but there's definitely a few players I have my eye on, that's for sure.
Okay, so you're already thinking maybe I could sign some of these guys, eh?
Absolutely.
Oh, excellent.
It's a great story too. I love the story.
Yeah.
And sort of finding those gems that maybe fell through the cracks. So.
Yeah, and it's been interesting. We've been talking to kids from all over the place. So we just talked to a kid from Mexico. I talked to a kid from originally from Africa. I mean, this is just kind of amazing, right? That they're coming here to Victoria to try out for this league.
Well, think about the story, and that just shows you sort of the impact and the hype that the league has around the world. I mean, I'm talking to these Mexicans, Africans. They all know about the league, and they're excited about it. They want to play in Canada. They want to live in Canada. And it just shows you that what we're doing is big, right? It's very special. It's big for Canada. It's big for the island. So it's exciting.
Well, they were telling me that this was a big opportunity for me, and I was kind of at a point where I was like, you know what, maybe soccer is done for me. But, I said, why not give it one more shot? And then here I am.
That's great. So were you a college player? Is that?
I was actually playing in Mexico, in the pro league in Mexico in the 2nd division. But yeah, so my contract terminated, and then after that I was like, you know what, maybe I'm done. But then this came up, and why not? And look at me now.
Why not? There you go. Yeah, and so you've made it to day 2. That's a great one. Now you played earlier in the game today already?
I play right now.
Oh, you're playing it. So I'm keeping you from the field. He's going to be ready to come on. So how are you feeling for your chances to make it through to the final round this afternoon?
Good. I'm just going to play my game. I'm leaving it all to God in God's hands, so we'll see how it goes.
Now, your game, what's your favorite position? What do you like to play?
I play attacking mid. I like creating the play. I like getting the ball. I just like being in the mix of everything. So yeah.
Right. And so if somehow you get selected and come through, you could be playing on a Canadian team. Have you been to Canada before?
This is actually my first time I've been to Canada, but I'm really excited, and if I get picked, why not? I need to give anything a chance at this point,
That's great. Well, hopefully we'll see you on the field for Pacific FC.
Yeah, thank you.
Simon Norgrove How you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm doing well. I'm a little sore from yesterday, but I've stretched out, ice bath, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, it was those drills, the paces they put you guys through look pretty intense.
Yeah, it was definitely a long day yesterday. A lot of good competition out there, a lot of shots, a lot of saves. It was a good day.
That's great. And now you just finished playing the 11-a-side full game, and how'd you feel you did there?
I felt pretty good. I was thrown in there pretty quick. Didn't really get much time for a warm-up, but I felt like I handled what I needed to, and I'm excited. Hopefully I get the call back for this afternoon.
Right, yeah, that's the thing. You made one set of callbacks, now it's the next one.
Exactly.
But it must be a little bit comfortable for you, I hope, a little bit of comfort being here in familiar surroundings?
Definitely, yeah. We trained here with the Highlanders all last year, and I trained with high school on this field for the last, I don't know, 7 years. And so I'm super familiar here. Super familiar surroundings, got my family here.
And a few familiar faces on the coach sidelines on coaching?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
A few guys I've been coached by since I was quite young here, and I got a few guys on my team here also.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And so what do you think of the overall situation here? How the players you've seen, how have they impressed you?
Yeah. There's a lot of good quality here. I was super surprised at how far people came to come here. I didn't really expect it, but it's really cool to see, and I'm excited to see what the team looks like next year because I think it's going to be pretty high quality.
Now, can you, from a player perspective, your playing days, how does it feel to be the guy on the field right now?
Exciting, nervous. I mean, you got to give everything, and it's tough because everybody's got a different tactic, a different way to go about getting seen. I mean, basically, you got to do everything you can in the first day to be able to come back to the second day, and yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to a final 56 players by the end of today. So.
And is that the cutoff today? Is going to be down to 56 from 200?
Yeah, but we'd like to go into tomorrow between 50 and 60. So 56 to 60 would be ideal.
And personally, how does it feel to be coming here to work with a professional team on the island for the first time?
Yeah, I love it. I'm motivated. I'm excited. I'm excited for the fans. I'm excited for people to come out and get behind it and what we're building. It's motivating, and I feel good about it.
And now I know you may not have all the plans yet ready for the stadium, but when can we hope to get some ticket sales going here?
Oh man, we're eager. We're ready to go. We've got it all designed out. We've got our ticket packages. We've got everything. We're waiting on the stadium design. The stadium is phenomenal. It's like no other. So we're excited to launch what it actually looks like and show the island and show the world. But we're probably a couple weeks away, unfortunately, to finalizing the design, but we'll get there.
But in the meantime, you've got the downtown storefront opening. That's going to be coming up soon, right?
It's top secret, but yes.
Oh, sorry.
No one knows where it is. It's secret, but it's no. We're excited to launch it. That's going to be sort of a headquarter experience for the club, and you know, merchandise and information and just a whole experience. We'll host events there, so it's going to be a kind of a special place downtown for the club.
So hopefully people want to put a little something in their Christmas stocking, they can go down there and figure it out?
Absolutely. So we're hoping to launch that in a few weeks as well. So that and a few other big launches coming up and announcements, so we're excited.
Great. Well, thanks very much, Rob. Appreciate talking to us.
Thanks,
Thank you. Yeah.
Who is injured?
Not a clue yet. Yeah, this poor guy over here, he's got his foot all iced up. That's never a good sign before day one.